Hi, this is Gregor from BassTheWorld.com, and today we're checking the KHDK Abyss bass distortion build for very famous bass player Kirk Hammett, who's playing for Adele or something, but to be honest, I really don't know much about country music. When you hear Kirk Hammett is involved in this compo, you might of course think right away that this is a metal pedal, a metal drive distortion something, and of course it is, but not necessarily. It also has a nice selection of different clean and crunch sounds. As you've heard, the Abyss also works great as a clean booster, and of course you can just use it to add a little bit of grit to your tone. To control the Abyss is super easy. We have gain to add more gain, we have dirty to add more dirt, we have treble to add more treble, and we have clean to, well, not really to add clean, just to leave a little bit of clean of your clean bass sound in your overall tone. In the middle we have this low-high switch, inspired by Lindsay Low-High, if I understood the manual right. The switch controls the gain too, but in a very different way. The low setting is for classical rhythm section bass kind of sounds, and high setting jumps right to full distortion. So let's check some heavier sounds in the high setting. And here's what the high setting sounds like with a slightly less powerful bass with single coils. I have to say, for a high gain pedal, the Abyss stays very clean. You might be familiar with some other distortion pedals. They sometimes can make your bass tone larger than life, and this is of course fun at home if you're just messing around, but in a band setting it's sometimes a little bit overwhelming. The Abyss has a lot of gain but keeps your bass tone nice and tight. The distortion is easy to control and won't take over your entire band mix. My impression of the Abyss is it's definitely a very useful pedal for all kind of rock and metal bass sounds, and it's very well built and should work with any kind of setup. That being said, I would like to add one more thing. It's not a big deal, but yeah, something that I think should be mentioned. I personally think distortion pedals can get very exciting, and sometimes when you're in the rage of playing, you will add a little bit more gain, a little bit more volume, and this and that, and a little bit more dirt just because it sounds better. And I honestly think that some of the best sounds of this pedal, you will get them if everything's cranked. Sounds really cool. But this pedal at this point is super loud. It adds like, I guess something like 15-20 dBs probably to your bass tone, which is definitely too much. If you want to use it all the time, you can make some changes with your amp, so it's no problem anymore. But this is, with this kind of settings, is not an on and off switchable pedal, because it's just the volume jumps are just too high. In this case, it would be nice if we had a master volume, or maybe instead of the clean, like a dry and wet and then a master volume to have like the perfect control over everything. But yeah, I think it's not a big deal. This pedal is still a lot of fun, and those guys who use these super loud sounds, they eventually won't mind having this huge volume boost, because in these loud music things, it's a lot of fun. However, that's it. If you have any questions, just message Kirk Hammett directly, and if he doesn't answer, you can also leave your questions in the comment section below. That's it for today. See you next time, and bye.